Hey guys, how's it going? Like Butter here, and today I want to talk about some Gears of War 4 stuff. Now, there's been a lot of rumors going around and a lot of information that's kind of been dripping through the cracks, and I want to talk about whether I think it's true and if these things are true, my opinions on it, and whether I think it's good or bad for the game, etc., etc. So, there's been some information leaked recently because, as most of you know, or for those of you who don't know, there's a company, like a third-party company, that plays the Gears of War beta before we get to test it for any game-breaking bugs or things like that. It's basically a beta before the beta, so that when they put the beta out, the game doesn't look like a complete mess or anything like that. Basically, they have this other company, they test the game, and that's how Gears of War Ultimate Edition got leaked. If you guys remember, I saw a video of Gears of War Ultimate Edition gameplay like 2 months before it was even announced, and it was because somebody who was testing the game sent a video to somebody else, and it got on the internet, and then it started like passing around, and eventually that person got into a lot of trouble. But supposedly somebody who is testing the Gears 4 beta has been talking about some stuff as well. I haven't seen any gameplay or anything huge like that leak, so it looks like they're keeping it pretty secure for now. But I did hear a couple things that may be true, they may be not true. I'm not saying it is, but I want to talk about it and why I think some of these things may be accurate. So, one of the things that I heard about Gears of War 4 is that it's very similar to Gears of War 3. So if you liked Gears of War 3, I think Gears of War 4 is going to be a really good game for you. And this kind of lines up with what Rod Ferguson said about this game kind of being the game where they kind of take it easy, or take it the safe route, I should say, where they're going to keep the game really similar, and it's not going to be like super story driven or anything like that, because they want time to be able to develop the characters and develop the storyline and such. So seeing that Gears of War 3 was the game that they were focused on and that they did events for and that kind of thing before Ultimate Edition, it kind of makes a little bit of sense that it would look and feel much like Gears of War 3. Now, there were a couple things in Gears of War 3 that I just did not like. For example, the aim down sight hammer burst that was extremely strong and pretty much just destroyed certain maps like Mercy and other maps where you could just get a higher advantage and see the entire map. At a long range, high damage rifle like that, it was very, very difficult, especially with elite controllers and scuff controllers and all these other things coming into play. Just makes it impossible to really enjoy the game when you got somebody with a trigger stopper, spamming the hammer burst across the map. Now, I think the hammer burst is going to be in the game, and I'm not sure if they're going to just leave it in single player or if it's going to be in multiplayer. I really hope it's not in multiplayer unless it's not that good. If they're going to put it in, there needs to be no ADS and the fire rate needs to be really slow. Now, I'm not talking about the hammer burst from Gears of War 1 where it shoots burst, because I think that weapon's really good for the game, and not many people use it because it's harder to use. Now, we saw the Lancer and the shotgun in the E3 reveal, so I don't think there's going to be a Retro Lancer, at least I hope not, and I don't think there's going to be a sawed-off shotgun. However, they showed a lot of new weapons and things like that, but apparently for movement purposes and other things like that, wall canceling is back in the game. Now, I made a video talking about how I kind of don't like the wall cancel for certain reasons. One reason being, I feel like if you're going to be in a shotgun battle and you're going to hit A and choose to slide into cover, that you should have to commit to that movement. However, I do agree that wall canceling can make it a little bit smoother on the situations that seem to happen a lot in Ultimate Edition, when you're trying to wall bounce into a wall and either a teammate or a player on the other team kind of blocks that path and you end up rolling. That's super frustrating, so wall canceling will really stop that from happening or make it less frequent. So in that matter, I think it's good. However, I really think that they need to slow down the animation of the wall cancel, because when you have people bouncing around wall canceling at 100 miles an hour, it makes it very glitchy and it makes the animations like really bugs sometimes. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the bug or the glitch when somebody's bouncing really fast on Gears 3 and they take damage and they turn into like a football, pretty much, like on the ground. They just literally turn into a ball for a split second. Visual bugs and glitches like that seem to be really frustrating. So as long as they can slow down the speed of the wall cancel, I think it'll be good for the game, and I really don't mind it that much. However, I did hear that grenade tagging is back in the game, which I'm not too sure about. I don't know if they're going to do this because I don't know too many people who really like that. But if they're trying to keep the game very similar to Gears 3, it would make sense that they would put that in the game but make it not very good, you know, make it so that maybe you can hear the grenade beeping, or, you know, the radius on the grenades aren't insane like they were in Gears 3 or Gears 2, where if you were anywhere in the vicinity of the grenade, it just completely destroyed you. Now, the reason I think some of this information that's leaking is pretty accurate is because there's some things that I know aren't in the game, and this information doesn't conflict with any of those things. So I don't know if it's just a coincidence or something like that, but it just seems weird that the things that I know aren't in the game aren't mentioned in any of these leaks. So also a little bit more things that have been coming through about the competitive ranking system is that it's going to be much like Halo. It's going to be the exact setup as Halo: bronze, silver, gold, platinum, or onyx, I don't remember which one, and then like champion. I don't know if this is completely accurate, but it would make sense because Halo already has that specific competitive playlist, so it would make sense that they would use it as well, because if it's based on winning matches, it really doesn't matter if it's Halo or Gears. It's probably going to be completely determined on wins and losses, which is what most competitive ranking systems are like League of Legends and Counter-Strike and all that stuff. So I think that'll be definitely pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that. They're going to be revealing a new competitive mode at PAX, which will be really fun. They're going to be showing the new mode that they've been working on. Now, if I had to take a guess myself, this would be some sort of bomb game type. We've been asking for that since Gears of War 1, I think. It's been years that we've been asking for a bomb game type, and we never truly got a bomb game type. Like, they tried giving us... I hate how, like, Epic Games really tried always giving us a variation of something that we need when it's pretty simple. We just need some sort of bomb game type where... yes, it's execution, just like any competitive Gears of War would be. However, there is an objective that kind of forces people to push in certain directions. I think that would be really good, whether it's a neutral bomb or attack and defend, just anything really to get people moving out of cover and to get the action really spiced up. So we'll have to wait and see for that. But let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. I'm like kind of agreeing that they're going to put wall cancel back in the game, just because they want to keep it really similar to Gears 3. And did you guys like Gears 3? If you could change a couple things about Gears 3, what would you guys change? Because there's definitely some things that are questionable about Gears 3, like, for example, the Retro Lancer I mentioned before, the Hammer Burst, the sawed-off shotgun. It was frustrating, it was weird, it was different. In the beginning, it was broken, and then they ended up nerfing it into oblivion because so many people were complaining about it, because it just didn't fit the Gears of War style, the up-in-your-face, you know, gameplay. Obviously, it's going to make it extremely strong if you have a weapon that shoots the entire, you know, direction of wherever you're looking. I just really don't want the grenade tagging to become the way it was in Gears 3, because in Gears of War 3, grenade tagging made the game extremely campy, and stopping power. Please, God, don't let there be stopping power in the game. Now, the reason I thought it would be weird for them to have wall canceling is because of the fast movement when, like I said before, when someone's wall canceling, boom, 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 they're bouncing around the map. It's going to be very hard to Lancer or use any weapons that are going to affect it at all if there's no stopping power. But I really don't want stopping power in the game, and I really hope it's not. But anyways, these are just some of the things I heard that have been slipping through the cracks. What do you guys think? Do you guys think any of this information is correct? If not, be sure to leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know why not. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to drop the video a like, and I will talk to you guys next time. Take care, everybody.